a companion of the Prophet, peace be upon him, once sailed into a storm. On a lost island, in chains, he met the Dajjal himself. Long before he arrived, the Prophet had already warned us, in every single prayer. Every prophet in history warned their people about one man. This is the Dajjal, and the Prophet left us nothing unprepared. Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, reported that the Prophet, peace be upon him, used to say, inside his prayer, "O Allah, I seek refuge in you from the punishment of the grave and from the punishment of the fire, from the trials of life and death, and from the evil of the trial of the Dajjal." He did not say it once, he said it in every prayer. Of every evil in existence, this is the one he taught us to flee from, 5 times a day. So who is he that the most truthful man who ever lived feared him this much for us? The word Dajjal means the deceiver, a man, not a myth, who emerges before the last day. He will claim to be your Lord and cross the whole earth with powers that make millions believe. But every one of those powers is only a test Allah permits, never power of his own. But deception has a face, and the Prophet described it, down to the eye. He is one-eyed, and, as the Prophet reminded us, your Lord is not one-eyed. His blind eye bulges out like a swollen, floating grape. And here is the mark no believer will miss. Cross his forehead, 3 letters. Kaf, Fa, Ra, Kafir, unbeliever. Every believer will read it, literate or not. You will need only faith. Ibn Omar, Sahih Muslim, 169. Anas, Sahih Muslim, 29-33. But his face is not his weapon. This is. He comes carrying what looks like a paradise, cool, green, flowing, and what looks like a blazing fire, except he has switched them. What looks like his fire is actually cool, sweet water. What looks like his paradise is actually the fire. Call it the Great Inversion. So if you ever face him, throw yourself into what looks like fire. It will be cool water. Hudhaifa ibn al-Yaman, Bukhari, 7130, Muslim 2934. He will not be here long, but long will stop meaning what you think. The Dajjal stays on earth 40 days, except these are not normal days. One day will be like a whole year, the next like a month, the next like a week, then the rest like your days. The companions asked the question you are probably thinking, on the day that lasts a year, is one prayer enough? He said no. Estimate the time and pray accordingly. Which brings us back to the island. This is the part that stops people. A companion of the Prophet did not just hear about the Dajjal. He met him. Tamim al-Dari, may Allah be pleased with him, was a Christian from Palestine who later embraced Islam. He sailed with 30 men, and a storm dragged them across the sea for a whole month. They washed up on an island they had never seen. There, something met them, a beast so covered in hair they could not tell its front from its back. It spoke, "I am Al-Jassasa. Go to the man in the monastery. He is desperate for your news." Inside, they found a giant of a man, his hands chained to his neck. He asked strange questions. Do the date palms of Baisan still bear fruit? Is there still water in the lake of Tiberias and the spring of Zugar? Then he said it. I am the Dajjal. Soon I will be permitted to come out and travel the earth. Tamim carried this to Medina. The Prophet gathered the people, sat on the pulpit, and confirmed it. Have I not told you an account like this? Sahih Muslim, 2942. Then he pointed east. He is in the east. Muslim 2942, Abu Dawud, 43:26. So how do you survive a liar this powerful? The Prophet handed us two shields. The first you can pick up today. Surah Al-Kahf, the first 10 verses. Whoever memorizes them is protected from the Dajjal. Al-Kahf tells of young men who held to their faith against a tyrant king. The Prophet told us to recite it every Friday. Abu Darda, Sahih Muslim, 809. The second shield you already hold, 5 times a day. In the last sitting of every prayer, before you give salam, the Prophet sought refuge from the Dajjal, and he told us to do the same. Most of us rush past it. Slow down on it. Bukhari, 1377. Muslim, 588. Strip away the fire, the powers, the 40 days, and the Dajjal's real weapon is one thing: doubt. He shows you fire and calls it paradise. He raises what looks like a dead man and calls himself God. But the Prophet already told you every trick before the trickster arrived. And a person who knows the trick cannot be fooled by it. He armed you against the doubt weapon 1,000 years early. One last warning, and it is a hard one. If the Dajjal appears in your lifetime, do not test yourself. Keep far away from him. The Prophet swore by Allah, a man will approach him certain of his faith and leave following him because of the doubts he casts. So flee. He will overrun every land except 2, Mecca and Medina. Angels guard their every path. And then it ends. Not with an army, with a single man. Allah sends down Isa, the son of Mary. Peace be upon him. He descends. He chases the Dajjal down, and he kills him. The greatest liar in history, finished by a prophet of Allah. So look at what the Prophet handed you, what the Dajjal looks like, how long he stays, every trick he will try, what to recite, where to run, and exactly how it ends. We are the most warned people in history, because the most truthful man who ever lived refused to leave us unprepared. 2 shields, Surah Al-Kahf, and every prayer. May Allah protect us all from his fitna.